Hello and welcome. This is Day Trader Genius. We're doing a trade review with Coach Rob. Coach Rob, how are you doing today?
Outstanding, brother. How are you?
I'm doing fantastic. So we have Apple today, it looks like, and this trade review. When was it? What's the story behind it? When was it, and how'd it go?
Right. It happened right after 10 o'clock market time, one of those important time indicators. Lots of trends start with the 15 or 30-minute marks of the market. Apple had kind of been cyclical through the first half hour of the day, but if you can go to the market, it main list, it gapped up about $1.60. And at this moment, we had some really good minute log, Power Genius, and main list support. So market supported movement in an upward direction. And if you look at the main list, specifically Apple, it's got a green star next to it. And both your filters and my filters went firing off at this point. It's a powerful movement. That green star with the one means it's breaking out of a daily, the one-day range, as well as it's got some other cool stuff built into it. It's fresh trends, got K-band, it's a high price for the day, et cetera, et cetera. Don't want to give up all the intel on that, but it is a powerful indicator. So when it comes on, you pay attention. And so, yeah, so it's got market support. And if you go back to the stock, Apple had hit its 945 top, and it was an exceptional volume moment, nice, big, fat, powerful candle. And in this minute, within this 1 minute when I got in, all this popped off. My filters alerted me to it. I look at Apple, and we've got K-band, signal, full signal, trend line happening. You got that dashed quick trend line. Obviously, we talked about the volume and the exceptional volume, especially since it hadn't been that much volume since 945. So it's really breaking out. We got J-stop, of course, going in an upward direction. So all my markers were there. What I did in this case was temper my expectations, right? It is the beginning of a time window. However, if you look up just a few cents upward, like you got about from the point where I entered that purple marker you put on, I had about 50 cents to go up until the resistance line. Key, because I've gotten to the point where my scan can tell me, hey, this is a lightning trade. This is an immediate in and out. So I was in for a total of about 35 seconds. And as soon as that candle and the next candle got right there, right up to that resistance line, I close, and I had an immediate sale because the trend was in my direction. But you and I know from experience, once it hits those resistance lines or support lines, if it's in a downward direction, you don't know where it's going to go, right? It becomes a riskier trade, and the longer you stay in, the longer something can go sideways or against you. So just take the profits, get out. This one ended up being 6.5 seconds, or correction, 6.5% profit in 35 seconds. Happy day. Shut the program down and get on with my day.
Yeah, this is it's a really defined application of what your rules are, and you really nailed it. Really low risk trade here, where you've got a bunch of things going for you that we talk about in our coaching courses. This is really good. So, what was you when you were talking about lightning trade?
Hmm.
When you define lightning trade, what exactly do you mean before when you're trading and you're like, all right, I'm in a lightning kind of day? What does that mean?
It's just the power of the moment, right? So, and it's also the stock that you're trading. If I'm trading SPY, it's probably going to be a little bit longer move, but a strong mover like Apple in a powerful moment like this, I immediately cage my mind to, nope, just ride this quick wave. It's the same thing with surfing, right? You just read the wave. Sometimes it's going to be a nice one. It'll take you all the way to the beach, right? But it'll be slow and gentle. In this case, nope, it was just one of those nice violent tubular waves. You get in, get out, and it doesn't last very long.
Nice. Yeah. And there's also some other things too that you said that are very, very valuable, which is, I'm going to get in, I'm going to get out with a great profit. I'm not concerned about what happens afterwards because it doesn't matter.
Right.
There's a certain concept that we teach, which is time value of money. And you nailed it right here by your behavior. This you traded, you got in, you got out. You're like, it's been seconds, and I've got 6.5%. I'm out of here. I don't care what happens. What was the thought process behind um, well, how did you come up with that? How did you come up with that idea that it's better to just get out with that kind of a profit in that amount of time rather than holding on?
Right. It's all based off of what the market is giving you in that moment, right? So if I get a read on it, I've done enough replay reps, I've done enough live reps now, where I can see something building, right? And what's most likely to occur. Like you said, low risk situation. The market's throwing me a fastball. Okay, I'm gonna put a nice solid swing, stay long in the zone, and hit a single up the middle. I'm not going for a home run. That's that's a high risk ask, and it's something you can't. It's an expectation that is not always going to get met. And the more you're searching for high profits, those home runs, the more you're going to strike out, and it's going to hurt you and your account.
That's perfect. Yeah, that's seeking behavior, and we all know where the seekers end up.
Yeah.
And we're not talking about Harry Potter here. So this is really, really good. There's another thing here that it's pretty interesting because our filters are very, very similar, but my filters are firing off. All three of them are on this whole trade. How did that influence your trade? Did your filters fire off?
Yeah, they did. They did. Yeah. And that first candle, where yours were, uh, filters are great. I mean, you manipulate them in replay and they will pay dividends in live. But there's also the human part of the equation. There's me. I have to, actually make the decision. It's in my hands. It's in every trader's hands to pull the trigger in entry and exit. The filters are the best way to cage your mind or to alert you to what's going on with a certain stock. And if you get a lot of filters going on at once, it's probably means something powerful is happening in the entire market, which further reinforces your entry into the trade.
Yeah, and we're really using the word filter from a broad perspective because if you have your filters built wrong, it's not going to tell you the same things as if they're built right.
Mm-hmm.
The way what to do about filters is to basically look for things that you like. Look for trends that you like, that you've practiced, that you know work, and then go to the main list, check out those numbers, those special numbers, and you can kind of reverse engineer your filters to tell you specific information. Like this, just like Coach Rob said, these are marking a very, very strong moment, not only in the stock, but also in the market. So you can build your filters to do that. It does take a little bit of time, but man, oh man, how do you feel when your filters pop off now, Coach?
Oh, it perks you up. Hair on the back of your neck stands up. And you're like, ooh, ready?
Yeah, it's kind of like a dinner bell, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Ding, ding, ding. Oh man, here we go.
It's that feeling when the pitcher starts his wind up and you're like, here comes the pitch,
That's right, exactly. So what is parting advice for people that want to make trades like this? What do you have to say to them?
Yeah, first of all, I mean, almost every trade we do starts with market support. And you can set up your filters like this. It takes work, but the more you sweat in replay, the less you'll bleed in live trading. And set your filters up that fit your trading strategy and get in there. When the pitch is thrown, in essence, don't hesitate. Know what you're doing, and the only way to do that is through practice and recognizing these patterns as they come along.
Perfect. Yeah. Develop that confidence from experience, not the ego. What great advice is that? Awesome. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for watching. This is a trade review with Stephen and Coach Rob. We'll see you next time.
Take care, guys.